JoJo Speaks is a YouTube channel that goes live every Thursday at 9:30 p.m. with hot topics and social commentary. Come join the Light of the Leo, Mr. T.D. McCullum, and our good friend Mike, Mr. Real 121, for fun and JoJo's unique spin on today's top stories. Go to YouTube, subscribe, like, share, and comment. Do you enjoy smooth jazz saxophone? T.D. McCullum has 2 singles available with more to come. The first is an original song called Groove With Me, featuring the classic sounds of Washington, D.C. go-go and his smooth jazz saxophone. The second is called Drunk on Love, a smooth jazz saxophone cover of Rihanna's Drunk on Love from her 2011 Talk That Talk album. Both are available on all major streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube Music, and more. Add them to your favorite library and playlist today. And follow Tyrone on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Mr. T.D. McCullum for your music and bookings. If you are struggling to figure out who you are and where you're heading, but need a little light to bring you back on track, subscribe to the Light of the Leo for some healing and real conversation. Here is where you will find encouragement and the reminder that you are not alone. Continue your journey to freely be yourself at all times with the Light of the Leo. She goes live Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with her co-host, accountability partner, and little bro, JoJo Speaks. Join Faithful Warrior Ministries for our family and friends Saturday morning prayer. Every Saturday morning at 10-ish a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a great time catching up, sharing testimonies, and having transparent, real conversations about life. We encourage each other and show how we can fit God into each equation of our lives. Enjoy a devotional reading and family prayer. You have a prayer family with Faithful Warrior Ministries. Subscribe on YouTube at Faithful Warrior Ministries, and on Facebook, like us at Faithful Warrior Men. That's M-I-N as in Ministries. Join Pastor Lorenzo Evans and Living in Grace Ministries. The messages are not social media driven. They teach what's true and not what's popular. Living in Grace Ministries goes live every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube to Living in Grace Ministries and click on the notification bell. Pastor Lorenzo also has It Takes a Village podcast on the first and third Saturday of each month, pushing to bring back the village concept. We are more powerful when we are united. Together we stand, and division is not an option. Subscribe to the Juice Radio and Talk Show for a unique way of looking at today's issues with an amazing and opinionated cast of co-hosts. We have our Money Monday financial series. It is a lunch and learn program at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on Mondays. Also on Monday, we have our reality series and hot topics at 7 p.m. Wednesdays, we have Bible study at 7:30 p.m. Thursdays, we have church news at 7:30 p.m. We also offer motivational moments, happy marriage lifestyle, news from a godly perspective, movie reviews, as well as our Single Moms Club, Let's Talk Ex-Millennials, and of course our Cooking with Clovis. All of that is coming here. Join us, the Juice Radio and Talk Show. I'm here for you. We are here. It is Monday morning. Oh, goodness. It's certainly Monday evening. Please forgive me.
Yes, it
We are
is.
live and we're ready to have the conversation. Today, Jonathan did a very nice thing. He thought about a topic before we went on live, which is very sweet of him. So, and he did. It was just a thought that came across, and let me tell you something. Sometimes those kind of thoughts are some of the best to have conversation on, and I'm excited about it. Let us go ahead and get this thing started. Alrighty. Today, Jonathan sent me this voice message, which is like absolutely one of my favorite ways to communicate. Voice
Especially when you don't
memos.
have the patience to type out everything that you want to say.
I promise you, usually if it ain't okay, if that's not what I'm trying to type out, I still really don't I don't want to really type it all the way out.
Right.
Though I can, I just love the whole voice memo. Jonathan's very familiar with it, so I
Yes.
certainly enjoy doing it. But he sent me a message talking about our energy. Go ahead and like just talk to me a little bit more about that, Jonathan.
Absolutely. Your energy walks into the room with you. Everyone might, uh, I don't want to say it, but I have to say it.
Say
Everyone
it.
will choose to judge you based off of your energy. They'll
Absolutely.
judge a lot about you based off of your energy. They'll decide whether they want to get to know you, decide whether they want to talk to you, whether they want to approach you, simply based off of the energy that you give off. And so that's what came to my mind. Kind of reminded me of Latoya's energy when we met her this past Friday at
Yes.
Medieval Times. Your energy walks into the room with you, and we all have to be aware of our energies and what it's giving off, and that will let us know why is it that people react to us the way that they do. It's because of our energy.
Absolutely. And when it comes to our energy, the way that I titled today's video is basically energy awareness.
Yes.
And that's the most important part, in my opinion, about our energy. Not necessarily always about trying to read everybody else's energy, but being
Right.
able to have yours in check before you do step into the room.
And the thing is, you don't even have to try or attempt to try to read someone's energy because it's there. There's no really no effort to try to see what someone's energy is because it's written all over their face and their body language and the way that they
Yes.
speak as well.
And boy, I tell you, when it comes down to energy, like I do still kind of, I love how I can be transparent here. So I do still kind of find it weird that I do have these superpowers, that I do feel the energies, I do, just have those feelings about things and situations, and I follow those things because it's not like I've been taught to do that. It's just what I've always done. I've been always flowing by those specific feelings and energies and things of that nature. So when I walk into a room and I'm in front of somebody and they feel a way, I automatically feel that.
Yes.
And then, I say, you know what? Maybe they need space. I don't know them well enough to have the conversation. And I
Right.
keep it pushing. But when I talk about gauging my own energy, I'm telling you, there's really like only just a couple situations where I feel like, oh boy. Okay. Do you even know what I'm saying by that, Jonathan?
I do. You're conscious of your energy at all times. And so because you're conscious of it, then I'm always conscious of my energy. I'm
Yeah.
always conscious. Well,
Yes,
I
you
won't
are.
say always conscious of my energy because sometimes I am unaware. However, for the most part, I like to think that I am conscious of my energy. I also want to say that energy and the law of attraction are very closely tied together because your energy will attract others to you.
Yeah.
And so you want to keep that in mind as well. Also, you have to be aware of your surroundings in order to pick up on other people's energies. Because if you're like me, looking down at your phone while you're walking and things like that, you won't pick up on certain things. And so if you're not aware and you're not engaged,
Mm-hmm.
then you may miss it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not always going to jump out at you because everyone's energy is not at that high level, not at a Leo level, not at a fire sign level, as I would like to
Wow.
say, because
Really?
fire signs and a lot of Scorpios as well, their energy will walk into the room before they even do. And so, you got to be aware of it. It's good to be. I won't say you have to be aware of it. It's good to be aware of your energy
Yeah.
and how it's
Because
flowing.
sometimes I don't, no, I can't say sometimes. A lot of times I'm not readily available to what I bring to a space until it happens. And
Right,
then on the way back home, I have to ask a Jonathan, I have to ask my husband, so what happened in that space? What did I do? What was going
right.
on there? But one thing I can say, um, I do try to collect myself. I try
Mhm.
to make sure. Okay, can I tell you the spaces? Am I going to be? It's, oh Lord Jesus.
Just do it, girl.
Oh,
It's your show.
the spaces where I do feel like the most nervous, or I feel myself kind of tense up, are like with college reunion like situations, or
Mhm.
like that. Because the problem is that I've never fully heard conversations about how people feel about me.
Okay.
So it's like stepping on shaky ground. I don't know what's going on up in here. All I know is that Tyrone like me, and and I know the friends that love me, but as far as everybody else, it's like I'm just, I guess, do I just try to be happy and friendly? And I do that, but
Hmm.
it's draining for me. And
Right.
I'm not saying I keep Tyrone from those things, because I certainly go and support, because if Tyrone wants to be there, shoot, I'm there. But I have never said, "Hey, let's make sure to make it out to homecoming this year." That hasn't been me. So, but I have come to enjoy myself a lot of the times, because I'm seeing people I haven't seen in a long time. But
Hmm.
I've had to take my time in those spaces and try to make sure that I'm not automatically thinking the worst of all of this. That's
Right.
how I check myself. I try to say, "Hey, there's great opportunities here to really enjoy yourself. Let's just
Mm.
go, close your eyes, jump out the window and do it." And that's how I'm able to make it out. But um, I've I have plenty of people here today, the homies.
Yes.
Uh, Erin has made it on in. She says hello to everyone.
Hey,
She
Aaron.
said that at 7:58.
Okay. 7:50, a whole hour before we got started.
Yeah, I think it was around the time I created
Oh,
the
but she's
thing.
is she in Central Time? No, she's on Eastern Time, isn't she?
Yeah, she's Eastern at Philly.
Okay. Oh
Or
wow.
yeah. Anywho, she made sure to say, please like, share, and subscribe. I would like to thank everybody for subscribing. I have made it to 65 um, subscribers, which is making me very happy. I'm very excited to hit 100. And just to let you guys know, the last few people that went ahead and subscribed to the Lot of the Leo, first of all, thank you. Second of all, AT2 has subscribed to.
Hey.
And Prosperity Thick Girl 40 done subscribed, as well as Sabrina Kirkland within the last 2 weeks and days and stuff like that. So I'm very grateful. Thank you guys for subscribing. Continue to share this platform with all your homies, friends, loved ones, and things of that nature. And one thing I can say, Erin, she commented on one of our videos, one of the older ones when we were like getting started,
Okay.
in the My Struggle to Be Me
Mm.
era. And it was the video called Keeping the Vision on Track. Like she enjoyed it, and I really appreciate you looking back on those videos as well. Thank you so much, Erin. Oh, Robin's here.
Hey, Robin.
Hello, Robin. She said, "Hey to everybody. Latoya has made it on into the space.
What's going
Thank you
on,
so much
Latoya?
for coming." Regina is here. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hey, Regina.
Happy to see you on in this space. Let's see. Who else? Oh. Robin said, "I just followed verified artist TD McCullum on Spotify." Thank you so much.
That's what's up.
Really appreciate that from you, Robin. We really appreciate it. Um, Latoya says, "Wake up, Jenny," in my Forrest Gump voice. Woo! Yeah, I just had, I tend to yawn when I talk a lot, I guess. Hold on, here it goes.
Uh-oh.
It is
Uh-oh.
what it
All
is.
right.
That's life.
There you go. And there it
Um,
went.
and there it went. Um, and don't get Jonathan to yawn, and then I'm automatically going to yawn.
Yeah.
Erin asked everybody to make sure to do the thumbs up. I actually just thumbs up my own video. God bless. Uh,
Hey.
and of course, Erin did go on her way to Facebook to say hello to everyone. I really do appreciate that, Erin. Latoya says energy says a lot about someone.
Absolutely.
And I think what it says about someone, in my opinion, is what they're okay to bring into a space.
It sort of kind of gives people a hint of who you are before you even open your mouth. Because energy doesn't even have a sound. Energy is sort of kind of a look in a way.
Mhm.
It's sort of how you carry yourself in a way as well.
Yeah.
So energy doesn't even have to be you speaking in a conversation. Energy just can just be how you walk into a room. Um, when President Obama walks into the room, he's got energy. When Michelle Obama walks into a room, she has energy. When we
I
saw
agree.
Aaliyah back in the 90s, she had such a beautiful energy. When we
And
see
for her, it
celebrities,
was subtle, but
very much so.
she was so loud in her subtlety.
Absolutely, absolutely, and
You could not notice her.
I think her beauty helped her with that as well.
I agree. It's just no way that you couldn't notice her and how, her people taught her how to dress more masculine, but
Yeah.
just make it look good, like look like a roundaway girl. She ain't know nothing about that, but them girls taught her very well. Anywho. Um what else? What else? Latoya says, uh, if your energy ain't right, I'm out. Which is I don't know. I'm actually in a space where I ask God whether or not I'm supposed to um
Engage.
yeah. I don't lean on myself. Just that. I don't do the willy-nilly when it comes to that. I absolutely say, God, am I to impart something on this person? Is this person in my vicinity for a reason? And that's why I don't totally push people to the side. I just ask God first. And if he don't tell me nothing, or if he doesn't give me something to say, or if he doesn't push me forward into conversation at the very least, I I say, duly noted, Lord, and keep it pushing.
Right.
What else? Latoya says I'm conscious of my energy, but my facial expressions are another story.
Same here, Latoya, same here.
You know,
I have to say it is a gift and a curse. For me personally, I see it as both a gift and a curse. Many of y'all, like Jennifer and Regina, they see it as a gift, and at times I see it as a curse. And the only reason I say I see it as a curse is because I'm not
hmm
aware of it myself,
oh no, no, don't you
and I
worry.
wish I was aware of it sometimes.
My thing is when it comes to wearing your emotions on your sleeve or wearing those facial expressions on your face out loud for people to see, I find it as a positive because I don't have to say how I feel. You can see it clearly.
Yeah,
Like, it to be honest, it works with kids. Give them the right face.
yeah, yeah. Oh, absolutely,
Maybe
absolutely.
I do
Some parents don't even have to yell at their children. All some parents have to do is give their child a look, and
okay.
they straighten up.
And let me tell you something. It's a blessing to actually see it at work. I remember on TikTok, there was this one girl. She was upset that her mama had her leashed to her father, and she wasn't having it. She was, okay, when I say leash, it was just a wrist tether,
Yeah,
just
I
holding
understand.
hands
Yeah.
because she likes to run. And
Okay. Okay.
look here,
Understood.
I ain't going. That would be the last thing for me to do. If my kid like to run around stores, and I have to be running around behind her.
Right. We don't have time for that.
Oh, we gonna have some wrist uh assistance
Attachments.
attachments.
Yes.
And she was going off or whatever with her daddy, and her daddy was just like, "Oh, you mad because you can't run now?" Stuff like but
How
when
old did the child seem?
about 3.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
And when the camera panned over to her mother looked at her and she said, like she straightened up like, "Oh, mother's looking." She
Okay. Yeah.
okay. And all she had to do she just that stare can tell people what you need to know. So I'm here for the keeping the emotions on the face.
Okay.
And I don't know, and also people find it funny because once again, you can show how you feel about a situation and not have to say a word.
Right.
Especially with me having to be on these teams and Zoom meetings at work and stuff like that. Everybody's like, Jennifer, huh? It's almost like an icebreaker. So, Jonathan, it can be very positive. Shoot, it
Absolutely.
is positive.
Absolutely, and I can accept that. I really do accept that. You guys have gotten to be a lot more comfortable with it.
Hmm.
Mainly because I can't do anything about it. It's mostly involuntary on my part. But I've just come to accept it. I mean, I have accepted it for a while now, but
Yeah,
it is what it is. I'm,
it
I'm
is
still,
okay.
yeah.
Ciao. Latoya says, chaotic and very busy environments make me nervous and my anxiety goes haywire.
Mm,
Hmm. What I do in those kind of busy environments, I kind of shrink, man. I kind of enjoy not being seen sometimes. If it's
mm,
chaotic, it's not my chaos. It's yours. You can run around with that. Because, just like we were with energies, huh? They certainly can transfer. And the only way for it to truly transfer is if you engage in that energy.
yes, absolutely.
So, you engaging in that anxiety that they're exhibiting about the issues that they're going through, you still do have a choice. Just like we can choose to have joy, we can choose to not be affiliated with that energy that they're giving off for this particular situation.
And Latoya, I think you understand that that chaotic energy affects your good energy.
Mm, I love it.
Hmm.
Latoya says, "You're like me, an extroverted introvert." I think I am. I think that's such a weird way to put it, but it's so true. Um,
I see myself in that way too, an extroverted
yeah,
introvert. I'm
because
definitely an introvert, but on the outside, I pass as an extrovert at times,
you
especially
surely
on
do.
YouTube.
Now, okay, because for me, I can say that I can be a little quiet when I first get into spaces. Okay, Jonathan, give your experience because your face is telling me otherwise.
No, 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 no. I was actually
Oh,
going to say the same thing about myself.
okay.
When I get into new spaces, my energy is not the same that it is here on YouTube. And I think I'm getting better with it. But the reason why is because when I was growing up, I felt as though as soon as I walk into the room, everybody's going to know that I'm gay. And I feel like gay is written on my forehead and everybody's going to know that. So in order to try to hide that, because I didn't want to see the response or the reaction of people try understanding or the seeing the dots connecting that I am gay and understanding what comes with that. There was fear behind that on my part, and therefore, because I
Mm,
did not want to have to face that. Face that rejection. That's what I was scared the most of, the rejection of someone finding out that I'm gay and them not understanding or accepting it. Then I found myself kind of closing in and putting myself into a shell, giving off a
mm,
kind of a timid energy. Um, and that's a little misleading in a way because then it
it
doesn't
is.
allow people to get close to you. It doesn't allow people to get to know you. And I've seen the error in that, and that's why I've tried to change it because people deserve all of me, the best of me. And
Mm-hmm.
for me to
Until they
and for
don't.
Right. But and for me to exclude people from the best of me is not fair to them.
For me, I like to see a situation first. I like to gauge a situation. I like to see what's going on, how people are acting, who do I need to, try to stay away from. I like to stay quiet in new spaces so I can kind of see how much I can give them or how
Right.
much they
Scope
may be able
you,
to deserve.
you like to scope out the landscape first. And then from there you can make your decision as to how you want to present.
Agreed. Robin says, Jennifer, what I hear you saying is that you are very interested about how and with whom you spend your time.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Look at here.
Yeah, we have to be selective, y'all. We must be selective.
Let me tell y'all something. I'm freaking amazing. And that's like bottom line. And there's nothing to go past it. It just is what that is. And I am a freaking treasure. Okay. And if anybody tries to take advantage of that, that means I'm not treating myself as the treasure that I am.
Mhm.
So this is why I ask God for the discernment. I ask God for who deserves to be in my space because God knows them inside and out. God knows their true heart. So that's why I
Mhm.
ask him for those things. But
Right.
yes, that's certainly. it. Aaron says, "Yay, AT! I love AT2 and Prosperity. Both have great channels. Awesome." Latoya says, "I met Iyanla in person, and
Wow.
her energy was like no other." Now that, my
I can
dear,
believe that.
I would love to be in her space. And just like Jonathan knows, I wouldn't even need to talk to her. Just be around in the
Right.
background, scared to say something. Anywho,
Hmm.
Robin says, "I have come to accept things like my facial expressions. I don't hide them." And I
Yeah.
believe those things are coming for Jonathan for
Yeah,
sure. I know
yeah.
they.
Robin probably leans into her facial expressions. She completely accepts it. I'm sure that's what it sounds like in that comment. So I applaud you for that, Robin. I'm getting there.
Absolutely. Latoya says, "Justice says I have a death stare." As you should, especially as a parent, you need to. Robin says, "One way I gauge my impression of the energy around me is by is my vocabulary. Huh.
Mm,
If I edit myself by using synonyms in your presence, that's not cool." I feel that. I feel that. If you have to edit yourself, there's a problem. I feel like there's some kind of judgmentalness coming from the other person, or that's the kind of energy that's coming off. I agree with that. Latoya says, "LOL, Robin, not synonyms." Fifi said, "Now, happy belated birthday, Jennifer. Hope you enjoyed your birthday."
yes.
I really did. Let me just take a trip down a birthday memory lane just for you, Fifi, because I love you that much. Um, so I had started off on the Friday, the 18th. Is that right? Is
Hmm.
that the right date? Friday
Yes.
the 18th, we went to Medieval Times, and that's where we had a Latoya with us, which was really awesome.
Hmm.
And I need to say out loud, I should have told everybody what I was doing for my birthday. The only reason why Latoya was able to jump in when she did, she just so happened to catch it alive, where I mentioned that I'm going to Medieval Times, and
Hmm.
she's like, "Hold up, like, what are you doing?"
Right. But you just know better for next time now.
Yeah, but that's kind of like speaking to how I be. I just don't really see it for myself sometimes, y'all. I don't see. I just be feeling like I'm by myself sometimes. And it's like I have to keep in mind and remember that I have a whole community here.
Right.
So y'all do not worry, because the next celebration I have, the next birthday I have, if y'all want to join, y'all know as soon as the it's at least 3 to 4 weeks beforehand. So if you guys would like to join us, we will absolutely be able to have you. Because some people live close enough to be able to join. So I absolutely will let you guys know again. And don't worry when it comes to Medieval Times. I absolutely love Medieval Times. You can ask Latoya, she'll be able to tell you the truths about it. And I think I will be going back on my next birthday. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
Oh,
I might
okay.
even go for my anniversary. But I love their food. I love the situation. I love being able to yell. I lost half of my voice going over there because I'm so loud at Medieval Times. So this will not be the last time. We will have more opportunities to enjoy each other's company and celebrate together. But yeah, went to Medieval Times on Saturday. Jonathan invited me to Six Flags, and we really did have a great time of talking, riding silly rides, and enjoying each other. My calves are still sore from all the walking we had to do up and down hills. Next time, I'm gonna get me a
Not a scooter. Don't
I'm gonna
say
get
a
me a
scooter.
scooter next time.
Oh,
I just,
Lord have
I'm just
mercy.
playing. I'm just playing. But one thing I certainly will do is stretch a lot more before all of that walking.
Yeah,
Um,
I didn't feel it on Sunday, but I definitely felt it this morning when I woke up, honey. Definitely felt it when I woke up.
that is a walk, and it one thing if we were just walking around. No, steep hills, steep
Very
hills.
much so. That's why I
I was
like Carowinds, because Carowinds is all on flat land.
okay.
Ain't no hill. Well, there is a hill going up towards Top Gun now. I think it's like Afterburn or whatever.
But it's
But
not
other
that
than
bad though.
it's really not that bad. It's not that steep. But other
Whew,
than that, everything else is pretty much on flat land. But Six Flags,
yeah.
child, it is a trek, okay, to get from here to there.
Oh gosh. Okay, and on Sunday, I had my birthday dinner, and we had Carrabba's. Ate
Hmm.
well, really enjoyed each other, and my mother taught me how to use the Instapot that she got me on Sunday, and I got a shower head that I've been wanting, and my mommy-in-law, she bought me a speaker. It was a really great one. Okay, that's enough of that. All right, Latoya says, meaning I won't go to a club. It's too busy and too much going on, but I will go to a bar. Latoya, we are on the same page. So yeah. If I want to hear loud music, I'll go to a bar, a lounge. But I'd rather a bar because it's more personal and stuff. But there's some clubs I'll be happy to go to, like a bar
Yeah,
that tends to turn into a club. Like,
right. Bars are more for the grown and sexy, whereas clubs are more for the younger crowd. At least that's my opinion of it. You really wouldn't find. I mean, you would find older people at a club, but the bar is more of the grown and sexy type of
yeah.
people. Even though I really don't go out to bars or clubs that often, that's just my assumption.
But the Atlanta club scene is just a little bit too much. Well, Atlanta period is just like fronting, and I'm not interested in being around that, and because I'm certainly not going to try to be that, but it's not for me. Um, because I actually went to Boogaloo one time just to help somebody celebrate their birthday,
That sounds
and I
like
was,
fun.
child, no.
Uh oh.
The only reason why it was all right is because we knew one of the people that worked there, and he was like an announcer kind of person, so he gave us free drinks, and
Okay.
that's about the only thing that was positive for me with that. Let's see what else. The Juice Radio Talk Show says hello to everybody. Thank you all for being so sweet and so nice in the chat. I really appreciate it. Fifi gave some hearts, and Latoya says, "I see y'all survived Six Flags
Yes, of course we did.
barely."
Oh gosh, girl, we fine.
And we good. We ate pretty all right too.
Yeah, we
I have to.
did.
I was very upset that a funnel cake was $15. So I didn't do that, but that
They
cotton
didn't. They
candy
didn't
Dippin'
look
Dots
half.
did it.
They didn't look half bad, but they were a little small to me. They
Yeah,
looked
a little
kind
small.
of
It
small.
cost too much for me too.
Yeah.
But those Dippin' Dots, Jonathan, I had cotton candy and it was bussin'.
Yes.
It made my heart
Yes.
happy.
Absolutely. If they didn't have banana split, I probably would have gotten cotton candy. But banana split is my favorite flavor of Dippin'
We
Dots.
have to try that next time. Fifi says, yes, I'm not far from medieval times. See? See?
Wow.
And now I feel bad. Well, I continue to feel bad, but don't worry. I'll be letting everybody know. Y'all gonna make me have to start up my karaoke nights again, cause
Okay, because you might get everybody out for that, honey.
child, I love me a good karaoke. Latoya says, "For real, Fifi, you in Georgia too?" Fifi says, "Yep." And see, yeah, and y'all, man, I better hope I don't turn it into a prayer night. Latoya says we need to go to Dave and Buster's. Um,
That would be
uh,
fun. I love Dave and Buster's.
and become kids again. Yeah, I would. I would really enjoy that too. I love Dave and Buster's, and it's great for Super Bowl too. Aaron sent some hearts here, some beautiful blue hearts. Latoya says, "Y'all excuse my typing error. Y'all know I got fat fingers."
It's all right, girl.
Oh, oh, Robert says, JoJo, OMG, I swear the Carowinds was right on my mind when you said it. I went there when I was 12 years old. A girl, it done came up.
They have their roller coaster lineup is awesome. I have not been there in over 10 years, maybe. I do need to go back to ride some of those new roller coasters.
Yeah, as long as they're all working
The only
operational.
thing they're missing is an RMC roller coaster. They don't have any RMCs, and I hope that they get one because they deserve it.
Kindly explain to the people what RMC roller coasters are.
RMC roller coasters, from the outside, they look like wooden roller coasters. They're built like wooden roller coasters, but the actual track itself is metal. So the ride
Still,
is
yeah.
extreme. Yes, it's steel. So the ride is extremely, extremely smooth. So you get the look of a wooden roller coaster
But
with the
it's
feel
rad.
of a like a Giga roller coaster or a regular roller coaster, a more modern roller coaster.
Thank you so much, Jonathan. Your experience is amazing. Your expertise is awesome. Uh Latoya says, I agree, Jojo, but let them old school cats have a party. I'm there. They know how to party with no drama. I do agree.
I mean, but don't you know that when old people end up in clubs, they get the side eye, like for real. Like, what are they doing up in here?
You got to go into the right ones because there are some clubs that are just for the older folks that's
You
playing the right kind of music that I needed here in my life.
you right about that. You right about that.
Fifi says, lounges, I need to see the door for a clear exit. Amen. And we're all agreeing with Fifi. uh, Robin says, Ace Boom Coon for sure. Y'all got that right.
Yes.
Latoya says, the last time I went and got a funnel cake, it was $8. What year
Hmm,
was that? You must have been before COVID.
right.
Anyway, and
That sounds like a
Rob,
90s price to me, honey.
okay. And Robert says, confession, I was 12 in 1976. See, this is why I said it has changed since then.
Yes,
It
very much so.
don't come up though. I really um man, we used to go a lot, Jonathan. I remember when we would leave from Carowinds and come back and eat at Wendy's and come back instead of eating they hide behind food. Robin says, I am risk averse. No roller coasters for me. Gotcha.
Oh, well, I mean, if it's not for you, it's not for you. I just love roller coasters. And when I was standing in line, I was like, I wonder why I love roller coasters so much because it's an experience. But once I got off of that after the ride was over, I said, oh, that's why.
Discovery. Self-discovery.
Yes.
Let's see. Latoya says, Jojo, it was. LOL. Um, Aaron says that's why I like to make homemade funnel cakes.
Oh,
Cheaper.
okay.
So when we all travel to Florida together, we may need to make sure that you're making some homemade funnel cakes for your girl.
Because I
I
have
like
a feeling you put your foot in it, Aaron. I have
I
a
feel that in my
feeling.
shondo as well.
I have a feeling you put extra powdered sugar on without me even asking.
Mm.
Whether it's true or not, I'm just going to assume that it is.
And I'm just gonna put my order in right now. I really like mine crispy. Real crispy. Like,
Yeah, I don't like a soft funnel cake. I don't
yeah,
like a soft. I love the crunch of a good funnel cake.
absolutely. That's why I don't do elephant ears. They ain't got crunch. It's just
Oh yeah, and they don't even look appetizing to me.
chow. Let's see. Latoya says, Aaron says, I'm not a baker girl. uh, Aaron also says, Latoya, funnel cake is fun to make. It's in the name.
Funnel cake, yes.
How? Oh, Aaron says, I do, Jonathan, I do. Yeah,
Yes! All right! Yes!
I love it.
Yes. You
She
must
cares.
have you cannot have too much powdered sugar on your funnel cake. It needs to
Let me
be
tell you something.
covered. Like I don't even see no brown on my funnel cake, honey. I need to see white.
I need to be concerned about breathing anywhere around it. I may inhale it
Okay.
or float
Inhale.
everywhere.
Okay. Inhale, taking a pound of powdered sugar. That's what I need. Okay.
And Latoya
Yeah.
says, put some strawberries and whipped cream on that thing. Ooh, wait. Ciao. I love all that carrying on. Man. Okay. So, gosh, we talked about so many things at once.
This happens every week.
And I love it. Y'all really got me thinking about just putting it out there, like some different nights that I can hold so we can just have some fun together. Cause Lord knows I used to send my office when when I used to work indoors.
Mhm.
Excuse me, outside of this house doors. I certainly had everybody going to karaoke and other things like that. I really think we can put some things together just to make sure we get out and also Whenever Aaron or anybody else that may be far away wants to come out, just let me know a few weeks in advance, and I can make sure that we are coming together as one and enjoying each other's space. Absolutely, because I just experiencing that with Latoya, meeting
Hmm.
her for the first time in person, it's like we have built the friendship over the online space,
Hmm.
but it was like nothing seeing her.
Right.
It was like nothing.
Like an old friend, like we've known each other for years. It was amazing.
Absolutely. Aaron says, never done that. But for you, Latoya Washington, I got you. They always gone so fast when I make them. Oh, everybody love her funnel cakes. Praise God in the heavens.
Right.
Uh
Yeah. I,
I
I,
look
I
and the dish is empty.
I understand. I understand what you love, Latoya. Just for me, I don't like I don't like wet stuff on my funnel cake. So that's why I just like the powdered sugar.
Oh, we the
But
same
hey,
way,
if
Jonathan.
you like it, go for it, honey. That's your
Some people
thing.
make whole, ice cream sundaes on them things. Like for what? Where's the essence of the funnel cake?
Right.
What are we doing here?
You,
Um,
you, you- you've masked it with everything else. Like, honey,
how dare you?
I just need my funnel cake and my powdered sugar. That's
That's
all I
literally
need.
all I need. Literally. Okay, anyway. Latoya says, Jenny, what you doing this week? A whole bunch of nothing. Just to make sure y'all know, if I go out, it's about once a month. Okay. So I save that energy. Fifi says yes, because I know I sound like Coco from SWV.
All right. Yes.
Oh, that tickled me so. That really tickled me. And I'm sure you do. I can't wait to hear that. Latoya, that might be an excuse for y'all to come back to Atlanta for a weekend, Jonathan. Never know.
Hey.
Latoya says, Aaron, I need my own secret stash, please. And thank you. Oh
Okay.
gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like Lavelle Crawford said, yeah, them Big Macs, them for me.
Those are
Okay.
for
Them,
me.
them Big Macs, all them Big
We're
Macs, them
fresh
stacks
out.
of Big Macs, them for me. Okay.
But we
We
fresh out.
we
These,
fresh
those are
out.
mine.
Okay, got my name on it and everything, honey.
Okay. I made sure to allocate those Big Macs for myself.
Okay, made them myself, honey.
Okay.
Just the way I like them.
Extra secret sauce.
Extra secret sauce. You know what I was about to
But not
say.
too much.
Okay.
Cause
Yeah,
sometimes,
it
cause sometimes
doesn't.
when you ask for extra sauce, they like to have it all over the whole box.
Yeah, yeah. I really don't I actually don't mind that too much, but
Hmm.
yeah. I'm never I'm sort of like Luther Vandross. You can never have too much. I used to I told mommy the other day, whenever I watch cooking shows and they say that something is too sweet, especially on Chopped when they're
Yeah.
critiquing desserts and they say it's too sweet. What? It's a dessert. It's supposed to be sweet. What do
Should
you
it be
mean?
sweet?
How can it be too sweet? But
But I
I
think
I,
you
I
experienced
understand.
this weekend though. What
Yes.
too sweet was. This is too
Very
much
much
going on.
so. But I think it was more the chocolate sauce that just threw me off. It was that chocolate
Crazy.
sauce that I didn't like that.
Aaron said, "You sound like my nephew. I say I'm making them, and he comes with his own bag of powdered sugar."
Yes. All right. Maybe that's what I need to do to go next time I go to the fair. Even though they are generous with the powdered sugar at the fair, especially if you ask for it, they will give it to you. But in the event, okay, I need to have it on standby. Okay.
Okay, because I love a good funnel cake. That's all I got to say. I don't need all the extra stuff. Give me funnel cake and pound cake. Give me funnel cake and powdered sugar, please. Latoya says, Fifi, I sound like Beyonce in my car only. Oh, and Fifi, she says, right, girl. I'll be screeching.
That's all right. That is
Shoot, y'all.
okay.
I know y'all be ready to hear my illustrious voice, but I think I would want to plan that out like a couple of months in advance, maybe, just to make sure that
Yeah.
we all know about it and we're ready for it. And
Right.
have more than just that. We got to eat somewhere. And
Oh, of
a
course.
lot of the karaoke spots stay open pretty late. I don't know if y'all night owls like your girl, but yeah, we should eat. We should go karaoke and maybe have some beverages as well.
Of the alcoholic kind.
See.
Yes.
Whether you would like some or not, we can all join each other. But I would We'll talk about that later because some places I'd get beverages from. Some places I wouldn't do that at the karaoke spot. They cost too much for no reason. We got to go to a good bar just to sit down and have beverages and talk.
Right. And the reason why they're overpriced is because they know people gonna want to drink after all that singing.
Child, I guess, but you know, okay, I'm not going to tell my secrets. Anyway, Latoya says we need to go to the next fair in Perry, Georgia. I don't know about that. Can I tell you why? I'm hooked on the South Carolina State Fair. I have not
There you
missed
go.
one ever since
There you
ever since
go.
I moved out here about 7 to 8 years ago. Okay, it's a
Right.
South Carolina State Fair for me.
And the
Um,
thing is, any other fair that I go to just pales in comparison. It really does. And typically, they're a lot smaller fairs. And I've never been to a fair outside of South Carolina. So because the biggest fair that I go to is in South Carolina, I'm not aware of how they operate outside of here. So, you know,
and it's so bad that I know exactly where I'm trying to eat,
yes, very much so.
and
And
I
it's
know where it
spaghetti.
is, and it's spaghetti.
They never with the South Carolina State Fair, the location of the food spots, they never change. Now the rides might, they
Now
might
they
not be in the
changed
same space.
once. And
Okay.
I just so happened to end up getting pizza, somebody's cardboard pizza someplace else until I found Ed Spaghetti. Ed Spaghetti was like over here, yonder one time, and they
Okay.
actually moved over there. And I was like, oh Lord, what am I gonna do? But I found it. They got a prime location. That's what happened.
Yes.
But Latoya says, oh Lord, I'm gonna need to get me a nap first. Yeah, yeah. What you do is nap the bulk of the day and then just come out. Fifi says, Latoya, you young, stop. And Latoya says, Jenny, I want to go. I'll make sure we just gonna have to make something of it because I feel like as women, as men, we all need to have a safe space so we can let loose, have a good laugh, as well as be able to be transparent with each other.
Right.
And I feel like I really want to create those kind of spaces. That's what I want to do. I want to create spaces where people feel like they can really have fun, whether you come in and leave out or whether you stay with me for the rest of the night. I want us to really be able to enjoy each other. Shoot, I might even get a hotel room just so we can talk and laugh and stuff like that and pray ain't nobody around us because all the noise we're gonna be making. All right. um Latoya says, Fifi girl, this body the same, something different. Uh oh gosh. Fifi says, Latoya, I'm the elder. Y'all silly.
Yes, you better claim your spot.
Fifi says, Latoya says, Fifi, nah. And Fifi says, yes, a safe space. I'm really an introvert, but extrovert with my peeps. That's what I'm.
That's me. That is me, Fifi. That is me all day long. That is me. Me. Okay.
I understand. And see, this is why I like this space that we have here. I feel like we're able to keep it real with each other. And I don't think any of that, because if you ride with me, okay, it's like I feel like God does a very good job of keeping people that are like minded around me. Now, we don't have to be on the same page about every single thing, but we just go the same space, the same way. And I'm just excited for us to be able to come together so we can have ourselves some fun. And sometimes we may need to bust it wide open. And that's just is what it is. And that's okay. And Latoya says, yes, Fifi. And Latoya also says, I think the turn up would be epic. And judging
Absolutely.
from how it was with Latoya and the family, I had my mommy, daddy, Jonathan, and Tyrone, and me and Toya. We were all together and we had a really good time. I think all of us coming together is just going to be amazing. But anywho, when we come together, I'm sure we'll be checking our energy.
Of course.
And I do ask that all of you guys please make sure to gauge your energy so that you can see where you are. Because sometimes I know people that have forgotten to grieve. I know people that have not addressed things that have been on their heart for a very long time, the things that they have not been able to release, feeling that like they're drowning from all of the woes of the world. You know,
Hmm.
You being a parent is not going to stop. You being a wife is not going to stop. You working is not going to stop. These bills is going to keep on coming every single month. Like the things of this earth, it's not built to make us happy sometimes. But one thing I can say, if we take the time to let loose, if we take the time to just have a moment where we can just yell or just laugh loud or just really get out our intimate feelings about things with people in a safe space, it will make our lives worth living, just a lot better.
Right.
So I'm just excited to not only create those spaces, but also, to enjoy my time with y'all. That's what I really want to do. So anything else, Janty?
No, that's it. We've been on for over 40 minutes, child.
Child, I can't believe it. And I think I might be up all night long.
Yes, I have to catch at least one more episode of The Glory tonight.
All
Um,
night.
and more of All Rise. I need to watch another episode of All Rise because I've been stuck on episode 4 since 2 weeks ago. So I have to
You need to
watch
work on
more of
that.
that tonight. Yes,
All
I
right.
will.
And yeah, we'll be seeing you guys in the future. I love you guys. Thank you for riding with us. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for getting us. Thank you for having these conversations with us, getting things out. I just want people to have better in their lives. And I believe that better comes from making ourselves better. That
And I
right.
want people to have freedom in their lives. Feel free to
Yes.
be you. And we do not always have to edit ourselves necessarily. Sometimes it is a good thing to edit ourselves. There are moments when we do need to edit ourselves,
Some.
but just don't be over conscious of that because that will stifle your energies in a way.
Amen. Amen. Whew, I love y'all. I love all of y'all. Love you, Jonathan. Love all of y'all.
Love you
Sending
too.
so much love to all of you guys. Praying that you be true to yourselves, knowing and understanding that sometimes it may be a fight to do so, but that's okay. Anything that you fight for yourself is a positive thing, and
Mhm.
freedom comes on the other side of that. I hope that you guys have a great, great evening. Sleep well, be at peace, and I pray that God continues to rest over all of y'all.
Bye,
Bye.
y'all.
See ya.